What's going on, everybody? Doug Dan here. We're in Warframe, of course. We got some Void Fisher solo run here on Draco. Uh, that I'm just going to play around with, where I'm playing around with my Voban. I'm almost done putting him together to where I like him, you know, my setups. So I can do that release of my setup for him, kind of show you where I'm at with him, how I like to play it. And then I can go back over to finishing up Titania so I can get her out there so I can show you guys how I'm enjoying that and how she plays. She's a very complex frame in regards to how that works, so there's a lot involved when I want to talk about that, really, so I don't want to get onto that topic too much. Just some stuff in here. So it looks like we're going to get the Silver Grove update 2 Thursday, 10th is what they're anticipating right now. And that is going to include your Syndicate melee weapons. Okay? So get your Syndicate rep up, get prepared, because I'm sure they're going to be a good 100,000 Syndicate standing to get them. I've got my 4 set up and ready to go. I'll just have to trade for the other 2 when it's time, and then we can start showcasing some of those when they get out. And I'm thrilled about it. I'm happy. I'm ready for it. You know, and it'll definitely change some things. On the other hand, though, I'm a little disappointed to find out that, you know, the War Within is going to be delayed again, but at the same time, I'm happy to know that they're still taking their time to work out the bugs and the issues with it before they release it, so they don't have some major crap like they did with the SOTR release and Lunaro crap. You know, with the TSG update that we're on right now, it has gotten much better. When they released it, it was a much more solid setup, like in the past. And you know, we've had very few in terms of hot fixes, so I've been very happy about that. And I know that the update is pending for consoles right now, the TSG update, which is why they have to move us to the PC to update 2, so they can get the update 1 stuff out to consoles, because they never have us on the same platform. So we can basically PC bug test the new update before you guys get it. Anyway, so you got that going on. So, you know, and they're going to talk more about that on the live stream or the dev stream on Friday as to what's going on. So you can go ahead and bash Steve if you like. I mean, you can take it as it is. You can get pissed off and mad, you know, they're delaying it, blah, 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 and all that crap. Or you can just let it go with the flow. And when it comes out, it's going to be awesome. You know, you'll enjoy it. You'll have some fun. For me, I mean, I don't have to worry. I have no intentions of stopping playing Warframe. I love the game. I've been playing it longer than any other of the content creators that everybody pretty much knows. I've been creating content that long too, and just because I have a different attitude about how the game plays, how I like to enjoy the game, you know, and how I love creating content and having discussions with you guys, you know, giving out glyph codes and sometimes platinum, but I try to steer away from giving out platinum anymore because it wasn't actually really very beneficial. You know, I'm sure everybody that got it is awesome, but I just tended to find out that it just really hit my channel in a bad way, because, you know, you'd get all those people would come in here just to get the gimme platinum, and then they disappear, and then you're left with, you know, dead numbers and people leaving the channel and stuff because they didn't win, and it's just more of a hassle than anything else. So, but I mean, I love giving away my glyph because it's something special to me that I can give to you guys. You know, and I still have some more codes, and I'll get into giving them out. And I've had a lot of people actually contact me. I've given some codes out to them, to different people, along with the contests. But I'll definitely be giving some more giveaways here. And I'm still waiting for console stuff. And hopefully, with your update, we'll be able to get some console codes that I can give out the glyph on the consoles to everybody that's been asking me as well, because I would love to do that. And I see it in game. I see mine in game. I see the other channels in game, and everybody's supporting their favorites and everything. And I think that's cool. I think it's great. You know, it's a way to show your support for us. We're delivering something that's cool to you, something that's unique, if you will, and something that's not out there in the masses. So it's like, if you have it, you know, you could be like, hey, this is actually, you know, something special because I'm only one of, you know, a couple hundred people that have this in game until, you know, they give out more. And even at that, there'll never be an overabundance of the glyphs given out by anybody. So it's not like there'll be enough codes given out where everybody can have it. So I think that's cool. It's unique. It's special. Um, so yeah, there's that. I mean, I really have no intention of leaving the game. And as I've always said to everybody else, listen, if you're getting burned out from a game, from any game, go play something else. Really, take your mind off of it. Go play something else, and then come back refreshed. It's not gonna kill you. You're not gonna, you know, freak out. I mean, you lose some game time. Ooh, the horror. It's not like you can't get back into it and start playing it right away. You know, the world's not going to end, basically, if you stop playing it for a little while and then you decide to come back. If you want to stop playing it permanently, stop playing it permanently. That's fine. You know, everybody has their own opinions about it. I mean, I'm vocal. I'm very vocal when I don't like something and something's done wrong, like with SOTR and Lenaro. I came out very vocally about those. And I stand behind my positioning on it, you know, and I don't back down from that. I'm not worried about that, you know, oh, you're gonna lose your fan channel status because you're talking bad about the developers. That's not how that works. That's just simply not how it works. Okay. The only reason that you lose something like that is, you know, if you don't follow the rules, the basic rules requirements that are set up, which are fundamentally very easy to follow. The challenge to get on the new requirements is a little more difficult to become a channel, and you know, I agree with the terms of the new requirements as they state, but you know, there's very few things that you could actually get where you lose that status, including doing things that are very shady. But again, I don't care because it's not me. It's not affecting me. I'm doing my thing. I'm doing my thing properly. For everybody that knows me, just as FYI, I do have a second account. You guys all know that. DE knows that. When I had my community spotlight, we talked about my secondary account and how I utilize it to showcase new player content and kind of discuss the differences between where I'm at is in this account that has just about everything versus that account that has just about nothing. And how big of a difference it is between the two, you know, and that's what it's there for. Enjoying the content in a different way, being able to discuss it and talk about it with you guys, with new players, and say, yeah, I understand where you're at. Yes, I'm getting the same problems that you're getting. Yeah, there's a fix available for that. I don't do it often, but it's something that, you know, pending updates I like to do. Doesn't mean that everything that I'm doing is going to suddenly get, you know, canceled and I'm going to get banned for having that. That's not the intent of that. I mean, they wouldn't ban a whole family of people that are playing the game. That's just not how it works. But, you know, if you really can't do things like trading platinum with yourself or trading items to yourself through accounts. That's kind of frowned upon. That's where things get a little bit shady. Or, you know, if you get banned and then you start trying to utilize your platinum to do things that you shouldn't be, there's some definite issues involved in there. But again, I'm not going to get too far into that because I don't know the full status of everything that's going on. You know, you only see one side of everything, and I like to look at it from both ends if I can. But you know, there are things. Anyway, so, you know, and if people want to leave the game, they can leave the game and come back. If they want to stop creating content, it is very stressful creating content for any game or just creating content in general on YouTube. You have a lot of ups and downs. Of course, you have to deal with hate from your subscribers and from new people that just don't like you, and you know, there's a lot involved in that too. I mean, it's very, very stressful, and I'm not, you know, I don't even know what to say in that point. I think you guys know where I'm at with that. Um, yeah. Though I would never make a video where at the beginning of the video I show you the bleeding and then make fun of the bleeding stopping and then make a video and then at the end of the video go ahead and proceed to, in a light-hearted way, bash everybody. That is your own subscriber base. That you won't see me do. Just saying. Another thing that obviously I never shy away from is I always speak my mind, regardless of what other people think. In regards to, you guys are gonna laugh if you're still even listening. So I've been playing the PS3 now that I've got it set up, and man, I'll tell you, I figured out where I stand with the PC console war, and I think I would just do a full vlog, I guess, on that or whatever, because it's quite interesting where I stand on it now that I'm playing the PS3. I know it's not a PS4. No, I'm sorry, I'm not at that point. But hey, maybe with the PS4 Pro coming, I can afford a PS4 much cheaper. We'll see. Right now, I'm pretty content with just starting to play the PS3. My kids are content with it. Picking up some extra games, you know, and it's just fun. Good, enjoyable fun. But I've been playing that stuff ever since the 70s, you know. I played the original Pong, then get into Atari. I got the Commodores. I've had every game system since that point at some point that I've played. And computers, obviously, is where the PCs where I land most, but I do enjoy the console stuff. And the one advantage with consoles, especially when you have a family, is you can sit there with your family, especially with me, having a couple boys. You know, they're happy, they get to play some games, and they're doing it with me, and we're all just sitting here having fun. Anyway, so I'm going to talk about that a little bit more, I think, in a separate video. And I'd love to get people's comments on it when I do talk about that and address where I stand with the PC versus console war. I think I have an interesting position on it versus what's really the norm out there. And of course, you guys know I don't really conform to the norm. I mean, look at me. I still have a crap ton of content to cover in Warframe that I still haven't gotten to ever. In regards to other things, you know, the other night I was playing. I logged in, did some Fisher runs, met up with Little Navi and some of her clan members. We had a couple runs together. That was awesome. I did try to record it, and I screwed up the audio, so there was like no audio at all, and so I just had to delete it. So if I get a chance to get in there with them again, I'll record it and get it online. If I get a chance to get in there with you guys, you know, when I'm around, and if I'm not recording and I have some time to hang out with people. And just go run some missions, have some fun, because that's ultimately what it's about. It's always been about having fun. And as long as I'm having fun and enjoying it, and doing what I want to do, I'm going to still be here. It's that simple. You know, I have a clan that sometimes is very active, sometimes it's not. All depends upon the time of day and what's going on. And almost all of our guys and ladies in the clan, we have plenty. You know, we all have real lives, and we all have other things and obligations to take care of, and sometimes you do need a break, and when you need a break, you take a break. It's that simple. It's not, you know, not game ending, that you take some time to relax and refresh, recharge, play something else. I've always encouraged people to play other things. I mean, that's what the NOG community is about. We have tons of different games that we showcase, that I showcase. I try to showcase different ones on the channel, and sometimes people like what I'm showcasing, sometimes people don't like what I'm showcasing. It's fine, it's out there. I want you guys to see that I do other things. I'm not strictly, you know, Warframe, because I think that if you're strictly to one game, you will, like, you'll burn out. You will burn out ultimately, no matter what you do, no matter what you're doing, no matter what kind of content you're creating. If it's strictly always just the one thing, and you never try something else, you're just going to burn yourself out. And you're going to find points that the only thing that you can find in that game is negative. 100% of the time. Always going to be negative this, negative that, negative that. Yeah, I've created some videos that have been very vocal, sometimes very negative in terms of my opinions of DE and some of the stuff they've done. But at a core, I still love the game, and I always hope that they fix it, and they usually do a pretty good job at trying to get into that and fixing that and getting back on track, and that's where they stand right now. So, you know, you got that. I do have some other stuff that I am playing, you know. I did that Ubi 30 video the other day. The crew is now available for the next month. So between like September 14th to like October 13th, you can log on to the Ubisoft Club thing and get the game. You know, it's free. I know it's free on PC. I don't know about consoles, okay? It's free. You can get it. It's free. Worst case scenario, you try it, you don't like it. You uninstall it. You know, it's really that simple. But something there free for you to try. You can't go wrong with that. And you may have some fun. You may enjoy it. You know, I am still really very much playing Evolve 2. I haven't really talked to the Evolve Stage 2. I haven't really done too many like audio commentaries. Just been a little bit of gameplay, and usually that's just mostly filler content when I just don't have a chance to record something where I can talk and do voiceovers and everything. And I think the gameplay alone, with some of the voicing that's going on in the game, sometimes is just fine enough for you to get the point of you know, it's actually pretty fun. I am definitely enjoying it. And I have some new stuff coming up. I just got a couple of press release builds on some different games, so I'm going to do some reviews on those. So stay tuned about that. You know, just a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And I do have a lot of things that I want to cover and topics, and it's just with my current job, you guys, it's just been a little bit more difficult during the week to try to get a whole ton of content out like I used to, just because I'm tired, very tired, and I gotta come home, and my kids are up till 8, 9 o'clock at night doing homework, and we just got a lot of things going on. So, you know, I'm usually recording these. This is like 10 o'clock at night where I start recording this, and by the time it's recorded and audio is done and all that stuff, it's not till midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning that it's live, and I'm going to sleep for 3 hours before I wake up to go to work the next day. So usually the weekend you'll see a little bit more out of me. But you know what? I don't want to keep going on this and keep rambling any longer. So hopefully you guys listened up and stay tuned for some more stuff. We'll definitely be doing some new coverage of the stuff and some other things. So I'll catch you guys soon. Thanks for tuning in.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.